Supporters of repealing collective bargaining have said now is a good time to do it because there aren't any current contracts.
We discovered there are several contracts ready for council approval, but they've been on hold for months. News Channel 15's Alyssa Ivinson spent the day digging for more details, and she joins us now with what she found out.
Well, there are at least 4 contracts that have been approved by union members and are just waiting to be brought to council. But why that is depends on who you ask.
I thought they were bargaining in good faith. When negotiating contracts, once the city and union come to an agreement, the union members take a vote. If it's approved, the city administration brings it to council for final approval. The machinists have 2 contracts that were ratified in December and February.
I'm very frustrated.
The Teamsters ratified a contract in March, the firefighters in May. None have been brought to council.
We've had this period where there were no contracts offered up to city council, and they need to ask the administration, why were they being held up?
We were told that they weren't taking them down because a councilman who was getting ready to introduce the ordinances said that they would probably just be delayed anyway.
Councilman Crawford said if we brought them down, he would hold them off because they had this in front of them. If they would have put this aside like we asked, they could have talked about those contracts.
Councilman Crawford says the council wouldn't take any action on contracts once the collective bargaining ordinances were introduced last month, but he didn't try to block anything before that, and the administration can introduce anything it wants.
It's entirely up to the mayor's office to determine when those contracts be carried down to the table. Council members could table a contract or vote it down, and I believe that they would like the opportunity to vote on our contract. And I think that, we should allow them to.
Other unions say they're in limbo.
In April, we finished up with the city with language. We have been waiting on that language to be rewritten by the attorney for the city.
In the meantime, the ordinance stripping collective bargaining now heads to the mayor's desk. He says he will veto it in a few days. In Studio 15, Alyssa Ivinson, News Channel 15.